Oh crap, that's loud. Alright, see you, Linky.
I was assigned as a security guard with the midnight shift at a very large Omaha warehouse when I was a young man. This
Alright,
building was mainly used for storage and it was huge.
alright.
We as security personnel were tasked with hitting several stations inside this building on the night shift, and this required that we did a lot of walking. There would always be 2 personnel assigned to the warehouse at night, one patrolling the outside perimeter in a car, and one inside the warehouse on foot. Being outside, sitting in the comfort of a car, was obviously the more desirable of the two.
Was it?
I was working a Wednesday night. I was about half an hour into my shift. I would start the shifts walking.
I wasn't paying attention. Why is there a car? I was not paying attention. Why is there a car?
This room had some low-budget, ancient camera system that at the time was impressive technology, but it only had 2 screens because there were only 2 cameras in the entire warehouse.
Damn, you need at least 4.
In the southwest corner.
Nah, you need at least 4. All corners.
In the security office our entire shifts.
You need 4 cameras, bro. You need 4 cameras.
For some tech companies, and a lot of expensive equipment was held here. Hence,
Alright.
security guards would have to be there every single night. The warehouse layout was similar to that of a regular grocery store. There were like 10 to 15 aisles, and one intersecting aisle that cuts between the other 10 to 15 in the middle. I was still making my initial rounds around the place when I saw all the way down at the end of the aisle I was in, something at the end section. It was like this white thing that kind of resembled the shape of a head.
Oh, someone's in the warehouse with you, bro.
Mind you, it was so far away that all I could make from it was this white-looking object.
Damn, someone's in there with you. Someone's in there with you, bro.
And halfway through the aisle, the white thing disappeared behind the tower of boxes.
It's a ghost.
I burned my fear that it was a person, and that I wasn't alone in there. I now ran to the end of the aisle.
No, check the cameras. Check the cameras. Check the cameras, bro.
As I stood in the southwest corner of this giant warehouse, I looked up at the camera in the corner.
Is it off?
In the direction of the thing I just saw.
Someone else saw it with you.
And there it was again. At maybe the 7th aisle, that white thing I saw earlier.
Ooh.
It was a lot closer, and I could make it out to be someone's face, as I feared. But it wasn't the other security guard. It was this extremely pale, ghoulish-looking face.
Nah, they pull up a face right now. I'm gone.
Behind the tower of boxes.
They pull up a face. I'm gone.
The other guard on duty, and he radioed back that he was in the car by the back section of the parking lot.
And he saw it too.
He said roger that, he'd be here in 5. Getting off the phone with him, I was nervous to approach the aisle that I saw the person's head.
Nah, wait for backup.
Even though this is exactly what a security
Unless you got a taser, like wait for backup.
Or anticipate seeing any action.
Gotta wait for backup, bro.
I ran to that aisle and stopped at the end of it to look down it. The person wasn't in sight. I figured they must have ran for it.
Then he's right behind you. Watch him be right behind you.
But I stopped when I smelled this horrible putrid odor. It smelled like a dead, rotting carcass.
Alright. Chat. Or people that are watching the video right now. Let's predict what could happen before we get a little bit closer. Oh, I actually went 3 minutes without pausing. Anyways, let's predict what's gonna happen. Is it A, he's gonna find an actual person? B, find the ghost? C, find a corpse? What do you think we're gonna find, guys? He's gonna find a person, find a ghost, or find a corpse? Alright, let's see if you guys are right. I'm guessing there's a ghost, bro.
I found the source of it. It was coming from this big wooden box that was different from.
Oh, there's a body in there. Watch, there's a body in there.
Off the box, and inside was a dead body laying in a pool of blood.
Ooh.
The most shocking part of it was that it was missing a head. My walkie-talkie.
Yo. Whoever said that there's gonna be a body in there? Good job, bro. Good job, bros. Anyways, like, that's just weird in itself, bro. Imagine finding a body. Yo, someone's running with a human head in the warehouse. Like, you can already tell someone's running in the warehouse with a human head.
to the other security guard again and yelled at him to call the police and report a dead body in the warehouse. I said this all while running as fast as I could
How
to the
even
back
was
end
there a
of the
dead body in the warehouse? Did they
struggling to
not
get
check the
enough air.
boxes?
I threw up the second I made it out the door.
How did they find a
I
dead
entered the
body?
other
Is there
security
like
guard's car
nowhere?
and sat
Could they
in there
not
with him,
find
gasping
anything?
for air. He was still on the phone with the police, so I took the phone and told them whatever the other security guy didn't. Given the nature of the situation, they sent like 5 or 6 cop cars and basically had the entire place surrounded. The body was loaded into an ambulance, and for a good chunk of the night, police were in the warehouse doing forensic work. Perhaps the weirdest part of all of this was that when trying to go back to the video footage captured from the night
It got
before,
erased.
the footage cut out for about 3 hours in the middle of the night. There was no explanation for this happening.
Bro,
I've
paranormal
thought about
stuff
this
went
night
off.
for almost my entire life.
This
basically.
paranormal stuff.
I don't believe in ghosts or anything, but I don't really have an explanation for this.
Paranormal.
I've thought about some far
Unless someone
possibilities,
hacked.
though.
Someone hacked.
Whoever the murderer was in the warehouse that night and was holding up the severed head of that body, hence why it looked so pale and ghoulish.
Someone
In fact,
hacked.
it gave me chills just
Can't-
now thinking about
Hey,
it.
Abdi.
We
Alright.
parked at a Walgreens a few hundred yards from the warehouse and started walking
Walgreens.
towards it. As we got closer, my friend, I'll call him Jim, kind of chickened out and stayed back while me and my other friend, I'll call Mark, continued on. As we approached the right side of the building, it became very obvious that this place had been abandoned for a very long time.
Oh,
The
this is
entrance was
an
boarded up,
abandoned
and
warehouse.
vines and ivy growing all over the building. Our mutual friend said that the only way in was through a busted-in wall in the back. We went around back, and sure enough, there was a broken-in narrow section of wall we could get in through. Must have been gang symbols as well as profanity, as you would expect. What was really
It's abandoned, so like everyone's there's gonna be
moved further
graffiti
along the back
everywhere.
wall, the graffiti was getting more and more disturbing. One of them read, "Kill yourself tonight." Then the graffiti was getting satanic. There were
Bro, I don't know about you, but like I've seen graffiti like that all the time. Like I might play Fortnite soon. I might. But like I don't know about you guys, but I've seen graffiti way worse than that. Like, and they do it in public. Like, it's literally you can be on the freeway and then you just see that. Like, I don't know about him, but like I'm not sure if he saw graffiti before, but from my experiences, I've seen way worse. Like, I've seen satanic stuff too, and like people are public about it. Hey, cryptic, but like people are public about that, bro. So like I'm not sure about him, like his experiences. But mine's like, yeah, I've seen this before. It's nothing new.
tons of inverted crosses, pentagrams, 666s, and violent scenes depicted.
Yeah,
While this
that's
stuff was
graffiti.
creepy enough, it wasn't the worst of what we saw. Towards the end of the building, there were some steps leading to smaller rooms. As we shone our lights on the steps, we saw a large dry pool.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
graffiti,
probably
bro.
blood
Yeah,
all
yeah,
over the
that's
steps.
graffiti. That's basically what
This
graffiti
deterred us from
is.
exploring the smaller rooms beyond, so we
I
headed
don't
to
know
the
why
left
it's a
side of the room.
surprise.
As we were walking, our lights
I don't know
caught
why you're
something
surprised
hanging
that
from the
like you've
ceiling.
seen this stuff.
We got closer and saw what it was. It was a noose, still hanging from one of the rafters.
Someone died.
It became very
Someone hanged
obvious that
themselves?
the people that come to this place use it for very evil purposes. After that, we
Yo,
decided
if they
we'd
actually,
spend
if they're
enough time
actually,
there and
yo,
head
they're
up to the
actually
hall.
hanging people though. Like, yo, you gotta report this to the cops. You know, if you find this news and then like this all this, you gotta call the cops, bro. You gotta report that to the cops. But like, anyways, I'm not sure about you guys, but like, if I see like all that satanic stuff and then there's a noose here, and there's like I see the pentagrams and stuff, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call the cops. There's probably a going on here that like are hanging people. So like, I need to call the cops on this. Like, I don't care if I get in trouble for like trespassing or whatever, but I'm just calling the cops. But let's continue with the video.
On the wall
We're beyond halfway there.
We got outside and saw that there was another smaller building / warehouse behind the main one. Despite
Yo.
the freaky things we saw inside, we were still curious.
Yo, well, who wants to guess that the here? It's like I'm guessing like there's some stuff going on. Like I see like pentagrams and stuff, and then like you got a noose. Like I'm guessing and crosses. Like I'm guessing this is like some stuff.
Talking to Jim, his
Alright.
face suddenly changed to a downright horrified expression. I said, "What's wrong?" What he said next sent a chill down my spine. "Someone else is here," he said.
Oh, they actually did find
Before we
people.
could even turn to run, a white truck peeled around the corner at an alarming speed, heading right towards us. We started booking it towards my car.
I didn't make it
In
yet.
the other back corner of the building, we saw
And
another
maybe your
black
cab?
truck parked alongside.
Maybe.
But we kept running as fast as we could, and thankfully the three of us made it back to my car.
Oh,
We
you're
got in
out.
and peeled out of there. I don't know what those guys in the trucks were there for, or why they chased after us. But based on what we saw in those buildings, it wasn't anything good. Thankfully, we never found out, and we never returned to that place.
Bro, like, that's some bro. You don't mess with a Yo, if you find a you gotta get out, you know?
In my mid-20s, I used to be a party planner and event coordinator.
Yeah, you gotta get
I
out.
was
If you
basically in
find a
charge
you gotta
of
get
parties for
out.
this record label group.
Oh
After
shit,
that
shit,
got
why
done,
is there actually like a video playing? Why is it not pictures? Why is that actual video?
We wouldn't pay until after the event, and the landlord or
Did it just
owner,
freeze?
whatever property we were using would take a cut of the profits.
And here's a thumbnail.
There was this one time that my group rented this big warehouse for an entire weekend, and we would be hosting parties Friday and Saturday night. Once the
Friday
place
to
was rented
Saturday,
out,
just
we had to do a lot of
partying.
setting up, which included setting up tables for bottle service, setting up portable bars, and a DJ stand. A lot of work would go into these kinds of pop-up venues, but they were always extremely profitable. My buddy Jack, who was also on the event planning team,
Can we
was
see your
helping me on the
setup?
Wednesday
Maybe in
before
like
the
a
party
future
weekend.
episode.
He drove a truck full of equipment to the empty parking lot that the warehouse sat in. I was having trouble figuring out how to get the power to a certain part of the warehouse activated. I looked for any kind of electrical
I didn't even
panel or
sign up
circuit
yet.
breaker box, but I was having trouble finding one. I gave the building owner I dealt with a call, and he picked up almost right away. His name's Carter. He told me exactly where to go for the electrical panel that would turn on the specific lights I was looking for. He directed me to a door that had an exit sign on top of it, but it wasn't on. Through this door, I was in a very short, very narrow space with a door on one side, which I presume led to the outside,
Dude,
and a half flight of
spoopy.
stairs on the other side.
Nothing scary even happened yet. I'm just listening to this.
Stairs,
Oh,
which
yeah, I
led
was
to
just too
another
scary,
entrance
bro.
with
I
a
didn't
couple
even
doors.
hear anything.
This room was hard to explain without just seeing it for yourself.
That was
I'm
hard to
6'4",
explain.
so I had to bend down a little bit just so my head wouldn't hit the ceiling. That's how cramped it was down there.
Wait. I've been reading chat, so like I'm not up to date on what's even going on with this story, but like, isn't this guy like renting a warehouse for a party? Like, please tell me I'm getting like information right, because like I'm gonna be honest, I was reading chat, I was not paying attention to like what was happening in the story, but like, isn't this guy like renting a place just to what's it called? Just to have a party? Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but I swear this guy just rented a place just to have a party.
Dim nightlight kind of
Like,
lights hung on the ceiling.
Why is like the ceiling so low if like you're trying to have a party?
I found the electrical panel, and Carter told me exactly which switches to flip. Then I shut the panel door and turned the key to lock it, even though he told me to just leave the key in the lock. I thanked him and our call ended. I heard a loud and obvious buzzing sound that would be going off in spasms. I followed the sound of it to a door leading to a pitch black room. Pulling the
Nah,
door
I'm
open
out.
was hard
I'm
as it
out.
scraped against
If
the concrete
if it's a dark room,
There was
like
this
dark
bright light in
room
the
by
top corner
myself,
of the
I'm
room
out.
that synchronized with the
I'm not.
buzzing sound.
I'm not
If the
investigating,
buzzer stopped,
bro.
The light would also turn off. I was trying to figure out what it was, but it didn't make sense.
Why are you investigating
Stepped
though?
deeper into the
Like, do
room,
you
noticed
really
whenever
not
I moved,
value
the light
your
would turn on and
life?
The buzzing would sound. When I stood still, it stopped. I don't know why, but I was creeped out. So I
This
went
man's
back to the
playing with
doorway of
life,
the
bro.
room.
Why are you playing with life?
I took one more look inside, and the red light turned on again, lighting up the room with this eerie red glow.
Watch there be someone in there with
I
you?
decided to call Carter and tell him about the potential problem with the light and the buzzing. He told me calmly that the light was a motion sensor, and the buzzing was because that one in the basement was busted.
Yo, there's someone in there with you. You watched it be a rat this whole time?
I asked what he meant by motion sensor, and he explained that there's at least one in every room in the building, as it's part of the security system.
Nah, it's probably a rat or
Back into the
something.
room.
It's probably
The
like
light
a
was
rat
still
or
on.
insect.
I asked what could be setting it off in there, and he said he had no idea.
It's probably a rat or insect.
That's when I spotted it.
It's a person.
There was someone. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman because of the long.
Bro, if it
disheveled
actually
hair,
jumps the picture,
sitting
I
in
swear.
one corner of this room, half hidden behind a pile of old
Bro, if there's actually like a jump scare, like I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm honestly ready for the jump scare.
boxes. Their eyes were the most noticeable feature because of how goddamn wide they were open. The mouth was like a half.
There's no jump
smile.
scare?
and they were moving their arm in a manner that was as if to tell me to calm
Okay,
down.
I literally almost
I
jumped
know it
because
took me a
like
few
the
seconds to
transition.
describe this person just now,
Yo,
but I was literally screaming
nightmare.
at the side of the
You
mirror
should have put a jump scare there.
I slammed that door shut and ran back up the stairs and out that exit door. I told Carter we were leaving and not using the warehouse anymore. I didn't ask any more questions after that. I didn't care. It was his problem. I yelled at Jack to get everything he could back into the truck. We collected our stuff as quickly as possible, loaded the truck back up, and left.
Damn.
I didn't even bother locking the door to the warehouse. I just wanted to be far away from there. I still today don't know what to make of it. The Carter guy seems so weirdly calm about my telling him about a deranged-looking person in the basement of his warehouse.
Probably a homeless guy.
Back,
He's like, I let the homeless people live in my warehouse.
Waving me over, or doing whatever the hell he or she was doing with their arm. It was a truly nightmare-inducing, horrible experience.
Yeah. I don't say though it's that scary per se. If it was actually a jump scare, I would have been like, yeah, this is definitely a 10 out of 10. Nah, he got me hyped for nothing though. I really thought there was gonna be a jump scare there. But like that was an alright episode. I think it's an alright video. Honestly, I would give this a 7 out of 10, to be honest.
Okay. I used to be up to no good, hey. Now I got all of these shows booked, okay. Now I'm the man in my whole